Hello again, this is Jeff Scott, your instructor for the online courses that are offered at the BTC IT Software Developer Program for Fall 2015. Those being 152, 157 Website Development, XHTML, CSS, and 152, 163 Relational Database Design. I just a couple minutes ago did a 14-minute long video on how to use Blackboard for the course. Now I'm going to put in on how you can get to the virtual desktop for the course. All right, so first thing you want to do is from your browser, key in desktops, plural, .blackhawk.edu and hit enter. All right, so from your browser, so from here, key in desktops.blackhawk.edu and hit the enter key. Now you're shown the VMware Horizon screen. So you are shown your Vmware, which is the product that we use, Horizon screen options. Do one of the following. i.e., either A, click the VMware Horizon HTML Access option, which brings up I shouldn't say which brings up, I'll say which lets you bring up your virtual desktop. Don't worry if you don't know what that means. Desktop from the browser, i.e. the internet. If you don't want to do that, second, you can click the install VMware Horizon client. That's my recommendation. Although either one of these will work. So I'm going to show you both. All right? So, if you do this, if you choose option A, so if you click right here, you can click anywhere in the box, here or here, it doesn't matter. So if you click right there, so if you do that, if you choose this option, log in to the VMware Horizon login screen. Use your BTC username and password. I believe that, as shown on my screen below, your domain should be BTC. So I'm going to log in like I would if I was getting onto Blackhawk. JScott and my password. With the domain of BTC. So put in all that stuff. You're not going to have a thing here that says external desktops. So don't worry about that. So once you've done that, all right, so once you've done that, Once you've done that, click the Students Development Desktop option. So just click here, and you're in. It'll take a second, and your screen might go black, but it'll eventually go blue, and it'll look like your regular desktop when you log in to Blackhawk, if you've ever been at Blackhawk and logged in. All right? I don't know, there it's coming now. So I click Cancel. There it is. So how do I know? Well, there's my one desktop. And somewhere up here it should allow me, oh, because I'm on the internet. Now, if I go here, there's my other desktop. All right? You are in. To switch back to your regular desktop, i.e. the non-virtual desktop, just click another browser tab. Okay, that's it. To leave the virtual desktop using this option, just close the tab. Okay, so that's the first way. All right, now what I'm going to do, is sorry, I've got there's the wrong browser. All right, I'm going to close that. Now I'm out. Boom, I'm out. So I'm going to bring it back. All right, what does that mean, I'm going to bring it back? All right, what that means is, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you the other way to get in. All right, so that's me if you care, and that's my family. All right, so if you choose this second way, if you click that Install VMware Horizon Client, so let's do that. All right. I don't want to show it to you like that, I'm sorry. I want to show you it the same way I showed you the other one. So if I come in here and again, type in desktops.blackhawk.edu, and I hit enter. Now if I choose the Install VMware View Client, so if I click that option, I'm going to assume here that you're using an Intel-based machine, a non-Mac machine. That's what I'm assuming. If you are using a Mac, go down here to where it says VMware Client for the Mac and click the Go to Downloads button. All right? But I'm assuming that you're using a Windows-based machine. Now, if you've got a newer machine, you're probably using your machine is probably 64-bit. Otherwise, it's 32-bit. So how do you find out? Well, I'm not going to write these steps down, but click your Start button, go to Control Panel, and there'll be a bunch of options that come up here. One of them says System and Security. If you click that right there, and you click System, it'll show you. You'll notice mine says 64-bit operating system. Yours will say 64 or it will say 32. All right? So your next thing that you want to do here then is you want to go over to the VMware Horizon Client for Windows. Let me move this up. All right. Go to the from the Download VMware Horizon Clients page. go to the VMware Horizon client. All right, sorry. So from the download VMware Horizon Clients page, go to the VMware Horizon Client for Windows area. All right. Choose the Go to Downloads tab for either the VMware Horizon Client for 32-bit Windows or the VMware Horizon Client for 64-bit Windows. And if you've got a machine you bought within the last few years, probably you've got a 64-bit machine. All right, so you'll click one button or the other. Let's assume that you have the 64-bit. All right, so here, assuming 64-bit for Windows. All right, click that Go to Downloads link. So you click here where it says that. All right, click the big blue download button. Next, click the big blue download button. It will save to your desktop or to your downloads folder, depending on what browser you're using, what browser, what version, etc. you are using. Now, I'm not going to save mine right here because I already have it on the system. But when you save it, then grab the file and click on it. And so once you've saved it, once you've saved the file, click on it and choose Run. All right. Accept all of the default options. When you are finished, the VMware client will be on your home desktop. Then after doing all that, to start up, all right, so once you've done that, and then when you go over to start and you go to all programs, what you're going to see down there is VMware. All right, mine says empty right now, and I don't even know why it does. But yours should have an icon that looks like this. All right, you want to take that icon and drag it out onto your desktop, and if you want to, drag it out here too on your taskbar at the bottom. Then to start, just double click the VMware Horizon client, all right, and it'll come up like this, and then choose desktops. So double click on desktops and log in like you would we showed previously. And again, choose student desktops. You're in. Okay? Now, if you do it this way, now you've got a little taskbar up on top, And if you click the minus sign, if you click the X, you'll get out. If you click the minus sign, you can go back and forth between your regular desktop and your virtual desktop. All right, just a couple more quick things. First of all, if you have done all the stuff I've asked you to do, if you've done everything I asked you to do, and you're up here, yours will look very, similar to mine, except you won't have all this stuff in there yet. If you're in the 163 class, the Relational Database Design class, to start access, you click Start, All Programs, and in your list of folders here, you find Microsoft Office 2013, and you choose Access 2013. Boom. What that does is it starts Access for you. All right? And I don't even know why this Windows installer stuff is doing, but that's how you do it. If you are in the other class and you want to go and start to create HTML files or CSS files or JavaScript files, you just click Start, and there are several editors you can use here. All right? I've created, I haven't created them, but there's a bunch here. There's Aptana Studio, there's Brackets, there's Sublime Text. I'm going to recommend you choose the easiest one to get started in here, which is just Notepad++. So you click there, you choose the little icon, boom, you're in. So this is the kind of stuff that you're going to be creating. All right? Now, again, I want to mention, this is free for you. What I've just told you, you don't have to pay for any of it. There should be no software costs that you have during your career at Blackhawk. All right? As I told you on the last video, and I'm going to put this up here again. Not that. Where was the How to Blackboard one? There it is. Just a couple things to quickly tell you here. It's not the one I want. All right, so I'll fix this up, and I'm going to send all of this stuff to you. Again, that's my YouTube channel, which isn't going to, which has got all the video lectures on it. That's my email address. That's John Wanda, the lab assistant's email address. That's Mike Wegman, the lab assistant's address. If you have any questions, please email me at jscott@blackhawk.edu, or you can call me 608-757-7784. I will guarantee that I will do everything I can to get back to you as soon as possible. And when I say all that stuff too, just so you know, I tend to get back to people a lot faster when you email me as opposed to when you call me. All right? So again, once we get to here and when you finish, the client will be on your desktop. So to start up the client, click the Start button, the Windows Start button. Go to click that Start button here. Click the All Programs option. So you click the All Programs option under the VMware folder. You should see the VMware View client. Click that. Then it's pretty much the same as what we set up here. All right? All right, so to start it up, if you choose this option, you log in, you use your password, etc. Once you've done that, you click the Student Development Desktop, you are in. All right, now to switch back to your regular desktop, the non-virtual one, no, don't click another tab. Click the minus or minimize button at the top right of your screen. To leave the virtual desktop using this option, click the X, which is basically the End Program button, at the top right of your screen. All right? It is okay to leave the virtual desktop running. Some of the full-time students leave it running for days on end and don't turn it off. A couple things, though, I want to mention to you. Just a couple last things. Number one, this is a desktop. That means, first, I cannot see anything from your virtual desktop. So any work you do must be saved to your network, also known as your H drive, to be submitted. Next, so this means, again, a couple things. First, I cannot see anything from your virtual desktop. So any work you do must be saved to your H drive before you can submit it. Second, back up your virtual desktop by copying all important files to either your H drive or to a flash drive, jump drive, whatever you want to call it. All right? Finally, from the virtual desktop. So I'm going to get back to mine right now. All right, so from here, you can click the computer. If you don't have one on here, just go to Start, choose Computer, and just drag it out there. All right, and it'll make a shortcut for you. I've already got one. If you double click on that, it'll show you all your drives. You won't have all of these. I have some because I'm a Blackhawk instructor. But you will have the P drive, which is the classes drive. It's got all the information. It's got all the same information that's on Blackboard. And you will have a drive that's got, mine says J. Scott, but yours will, this was your H drive. This will have, this right here will be your drive. You can put up to 500 meg on that particular drive. All right? Again, if you have any questions, please. So again, watch this. Notice that here, if I want to minimize, if I click the minimize button, I'm at my regular desktop again. If I want to leave the virtual desktop, I click the X, and it says, do you want to disconnect? If you don't want to, you just click cancel, and you're still there. If you do want to, you click OK. The other way that you can get out is you can click Start over here, and you can choose Log Off. All right, that closes any programs that you have open. But if you click this and you choose OK, it leaves everything open that you have open. So it depends upon how you want to do this. All right, I'm hoping that I gave you all the instruction that you'll need to be successful now. All right, so from your virtual desktop, you can directly access the P drive, which is the classes drive, and you can directly access the H drive, and that's your network drive. Again, any questions, please get a hold of me as soon as you possibly can. All right? I hope this helped.